Hi guys, welcome to Functional Health and Wellness. I'm Paige Lynch, functional medicine nurse practitioner, and I'm making a how-to video on how to meal plan. I'm making this video for two reasons. One is because my patients are really struggling with this right now, and if my patients are struggling with it, I'm assuming that you're struggling with it too. So meal planning is one of those things that when we first think about it, we envision like the people that are training for like bodybuilding or things like that, where they're setting out like all these Tupperware and they're putting chicken and vegetables and everything and all of that. And I mean, that may work for you. It's never worked for me. I can't eat the same thing every day, like 10 times in 1 week. So it doesn't work for me. When I talk about meal planning, what I'm talking about is all of the moms out there who want to cook nutritious food, not only for themselves, but also their family and their kids, that everyone will eat. That's the kind of meal planning that I'm talking about. You're so busy and you can only go grocery shopping once a week and you need some way to get organized. That's what we're talking about today. So I've been doing this for several years, since way before Bryce was born, because I've always worked like crazy shift work and I've never had a ton of time to just go grocery shopping on a daily basis and get a few ingredients here and there. It just doesn't work for me. So I have, over the years, developed a system and I have refined it and refined it and refined it. So here you go. Quick info on what works for me and saves you a ton of time in research and trial and error. So the first thing I do is I take a look at my week and I figure out how many days I'm gonna need something that's probably quick and fast. Some days that I may need to put something in the crock pot to do just like all day if I have more time in the morning. Or if I have, a day where I know I may have a little bit of extra time, I'll kind of figure out how many days I need for different stuff. And then I'll go through a couple different resources. So I have 3 places primarily that I figure out the meals that I want to make for dinner. The first place is my Pinterest. So I have Pinterest that I've been using for years and years and years, and I've just recently taken everything that was on my personal Pinterest and put it into like one place for my business. So if you go on Pinterest, you can search for functional health and wellness and you'll see a picture of me. Follow that Pinterest and you will see all of the recipes that I make. They're all in there. So as I've been developing this Pinterest for years and years, if it's a recipe that I make and my husband loves it or my son loves it, I will usually print it out and put it in like my recipe binder. So I have this big binder that I use and it has just like tons and tons of recipes that have been successful. I put them in page protectors so then that way I can just take them out of the notebook, throw them on the counter. If I spill whatever on them, it doesn't matter because they're in page protectors. So I wouldn't recommend doing this with every single recipe under the sun. Make sure it's something that your family likes and you're going to use it over and over. So this is a really fast way for me to just like flip through and pick a couple things. So I'll use a combination of this, the Pinterest, and then whatever cookbook I'm into at the moment. The one that I'm using a lot right now is the Cook Once, Eat All Week. This is by Cassie Joy Garcia. So I love this cookbook because everything in here is gluten-free. If you don't know that I'm gluten-free by now, I don't know where you've been, but I don't eat gluten. I have a history of thyroid issues, and gluten is no bueno if you have thyroid problems. So this cookbook is great because the way that she does it is you take like one day a week and you chop up all your veggies, you like partially cook some of your proteins, and then you have 3 different days of recipes that are made in less than 10 minutes that come from all of that prepping that you did in that one day. So that is a little bit more similar to what we kind of talked about at the beginning, but this is different. The recipes that you're making on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are totally different. So this is a major time saver if I have a really busy week ahead of me. So between the cookbook, my recipe binder, and my Pinterest, I will go through and I will write down the recipes that I want to make. The other kind of like resource that I recommend to all of my patients is something called the Cozy app. C-O-Z-I, Cozy app. It's a free app. You don't have to pay anything to use it. It has a calendar feature in there that you can sync with Google Calendar, iCal, and if it works better for you, I did this a while back whenever I was working shift work. I don't do it as much now, but it definitely works well for some of my patients, is you can actually put the recipe that you want to make on the calendar, and it doesn't show up in your other calendars. It's just there, so you know if you don't want to write it down like I do, just put it in the calendar on the Cozy app. And then using the Cozy app, you take all of the recipes that you want to make and you make up your grocery list. So the Cozy app you can split it into different stores. So I primarily shop at Costco and Wegmans, occasionally Walmart every now and then, not as much. But you can make different lists for different stores. So the things that I know that I buy at Costco, I put on that list. The things that I buy at Wegmans, I put on that list, and everything is totally set up, good to go. So I did all of this morning for myself and my family this week. I went through and I picked 5 different recipes, so 5 different dinners that I want to make. I have already used my Cozy app to make my grocery list for both Costco and Wegmans. And I did all of that in under an hour. It does not take that long. I know it feels like super overwhelming, but once you get all of the resources in place that you need, it's not gonna take you that much time. And the other mistake that people make is they're not realistic about how much time they can actually devote to cooking dinner. So you wanna have a couple different things. The first thing is be realistic. How much time are you gonna be able to devote to cooking? And then pick your recipes based on that. Next, always, always, always have emergency supplies on hand. We always have like really clean, healthy, frozen chicken nuggets in the freezer, and I will pull those out. We'll put them on salad. We will just have them with like different frozen vegetables that I can just quickly make. I always have different, if you go to Costco, they have a lot of really healthy pre-made things. Like there's currently a paleo curry chicken that we're really into. So all I have to do is make some rice in the Instant Pot, make some frozen broccoli in the microwave, and we have dinner in under 10 minutes. It's super fast. The other thing is I have a couple different recipes that use like canned beans and just regular rice. So those are just always, 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 those supplies for that are in our house. And we always have salad in our house, and you can just quickly go on my Pinterest and you can pull up some different salad dressings, and everything comes together very quickly. If you don't have an Instant Pot and you're running low on time and you're needing a way to like make quick meals, I definitely recommend the Instant Pot. I don't have an air fryer. I've heard really good things about it, but it's just not something that we use in our household just yet. But you can definitely make meals in the air fryer very quickly. If we're really in a pinch, I'll have my husband stop off at Costco and pick up one of their like giant rotisserie chickens, and then we can make, a chicken salad with it, or you can quickly make a stir fry with it. So it's really just important that you always have things in case of emergency, so you're not just like, oh, screw it, let's just go to the drive-thru, or screw it, let's just order pizza. Make sure you have something that you can make in under 10 minutes, okay? Next thing is to be realistic about how much time you're gonna spend. So many people waste so much amazing produce because when you go grocery shopping, you think, oh, I'm gonna have all this time and I wanna make all this delicious food. It's really important when you're starting out, especially in the very beginning that you're learning to eat fruits and vegetables, is that you get a really solid set of resources on recipes that are fast. And I would love to help you guys with this. I love helping my patients with it. So if you have any questions about meal planning, about ways that you can prep everything ahead of time, if you want to talk more about the Cozy app, or if you have a resource that you really like, please let me know, because I'm always looking for quick tips for my patients, or just people on my social media community that need help with meal planning. I love helping people troubleshoot because you definitely deserve and you have the ability to have a life full of happiness, health, and energy. And the best way that you're going to do that is by feeding yourself really nutritious food that includes lots of fruits and vegetables. So let me help you get there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If I didn't explain everything or one thing well and you have questions, please comment on this video or send me a direct message. I would love to connect with you. And I hope to see you on the next how-to video. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. Please click the subscribe button. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Make sure you click the thumbs up if you liked this video, and also comment below if you have any questions or you have any requests for other videos. I can't wait to talk with you.